Here's the backdrop. You guys, all at different times, throughout your travels across this continent, have all been captured through different events. When you were first brought here, all of these cells that you see were full of other monster-like races. Some were even humans, like bandits, some city guards from really small towns. You guys have all been forced to fight in a gladiator-type experience where they bring people in from nearby towns. They bet on winners and losers. Sometimes it's traveling adventure parties. Sometimes it's groups of guards from other towns. Throughout all of this, you guys are the last remaining group. You guys have been grouped together. You guys fight in usually like your party versus other party gladiator matches. And one thing you notice is that they have had a really hard time like restocking the other cells. In fact, you guys have a fight scheduled for later today. Things you guys know.
Fuck yeah!
Tight.
Things
Where's
you
my
guys,
drums?
Things you guys know about this prison area is this is your guys' cell. The cells are locked by a large metal bar that's lowered in via a chain and like kind of down a wooden chute. So they actually lock you in and unlock you by a guy who stands up here. These corners are all raised platforms, so it's hard to kind of show that in the map. But he actually pulls a chain that unlocks a latch right here that lets you guys open the door. And when they make you guys go back in, they just simply lower the metal bar back through that same chute and lock you guys back in.
So it's the gray here, right? Yeah. Can I draw? Is that a thing I can do?
You guys can draw, and everyone can see what you draw.
How do you do that?
Ray, your X that you drew, I can't see.
I also do not have the option to draw.
Top left, you get a pencil.
Nope.
No, we have like a... Oh, I see your X now. Holy shit, that came in late.
Yeah, it takes a second. Like when I do this, it'll also render through the process, so it's gonna take a second.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got it. Drawing. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, well.
And then your guys' stuff is kept in a chest right here. It's on the left side of that left pillar in the middle area. So basically what happens is when it's time for you guys to fight, they pull the bar out. You guys can open the door. You go get your equipment. You get all set up. They bring in the guys are going to fight. A winner's determined. And if you guys win, they make you guys take your stuff off, go back in the cage, lock you back up. This is all enforced by guards with crossbows in those locations. So they basically just have you guys pinned in with crossbows with no easy way out. The only workable way out is right here. This is that little corridor is where they send people in from.
Where?
It's the right-hand side, that thin corridor between the two cells. I circled.
Oh, okay. It just showed up. Yeah. So is the other side the same? Because it's a mirrored room.
It is. So what you guys have gathered about this place is this used to be an actual prison in some kind of town. You guys know that a long, long time ago, more of the continent you're on was civilized, but a really big event happened that there are lots of stories and different races and tribes have different ways of telling it. But the short version of it is there was a big magical explosion thousands of years ago, and at that time, beast and monster races and things just kind of overtook a huge part of the land here, and this town was just simply overran and left in ruins. So this is actually kind of a crumbling, abandoned prison. That area over there is unpassable. Alright, so whatever you guys want to do to kind of pass the time while we wait for your last adventuring buddy to wake up, and prepare yourselves, kind of get amped up, or play your drums, or whatever you want to do.
I'm just taking a nap, dog. 3 hots and a cot, know what I'm saying? And I get to punch stuff? Grok-like. Let's go.
I'm gonna roll on my athletics to do some squats because we don't skip leg day.
Alright, give me a leg day roll. I mean, it's not your best leg day. Like, I mean, you're a snake person. You're not meant for like long distance leg travel and stuff. So, I mean, it's not your best work.
Okay, all right.
Here's my leg day roll.
Yeah, I mean, Grok gets down. Grok doesn't mess around. And Grok, go ahead and give me
PR day.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation roll for your athletics to see if you just stare, like what your stare down is for Malka.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
So, Malcolm, you do this horrible form, weak leg, your knees kind of bend in and buckle a little bit, and Grok just like walks up to you, grunts a little bit, and goes, ugh. And
Brock
just
just
like
lifts 900 pounds on the bar and fucks you.
like he's got like the bed on his back and shit, just everything you guys have. He's just deep squatting. Zan, your actual squat's not great, but you make it seem like you're doing some work.
Zach's here. He just joined the server. There he is.
Hey.
Can I blow some glass while I'm in here?
Oh yeah. Need you to do that.
Yeah.
So you've been scraping together the dirt and random stuff, trying to get some good sand, melt into some glass and whatnot, and you actually managed to do it. It's not clear glass; it's pretty rough and gritty. But you do manage to actually blow a little bit of glass. What shape do you blow it into?
I mean, I don't
Water
know.
pipe shape.
Yeah, water pipe shape. Little
All right.
like a pipe, like a Gandalf pipe.
All right, so you now have the start of a glass pipe.
Put that shit in his inventory.
Okay, if you guys want to whisper me, so if you guys want to do something you don't want anyone else to know about, if you type, and it all has to be lowercase /w, then GM, and then whatever your message is, it'll whisper me.
Lowercase /WGM.
Yeah, like the W has to be lowercase, it freaks out otherwise, and just post it in the chat like you're an idiot. Yep, that worked, Rock. Yep, Malka, you're good.
I'm just waiting for my whisper to show up on. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Norman, you're good.
You said WGM?
Oh, yeah, /W then
Hey.
space.
Oh,
Well,
space. Okay.
I got a character sheet question.
Yeah.
Under abilities, I've got by popular demand.
Okay,
What the hell is that?
That's from your background. If you guys ever have questions and there's a little brown shield next to something, if you click on it, it will probably pop up what it is. That works, Zan.
Cool.
So Zan, one thing you notice is like you start blowing on this pipe, and as soon as you finish and you kind of set it to the side, a little goblin kind of gets a little close and gets a little handsy. You totally see him trying to do it.
Whoa.
Do you say anything? Do you do anything? Or you
Can
gonna
I
let
intimidate him?
Oh yeah, you can. Make the roll.
Is there a Grok likes that roll?
Yeah.
Charisma.
Norman, you go to grab the pipe, and like Zan looks over at you. He's a kobold, so he's like a little dragon. He kind of swells up a little bit in the chest, and you realize this is probably not a great plan.
Wait, okay. Choose one type of artisan's tool or one musical instrument.
Yeah, your musical instrument is your drums.
Yeah.
Oh no, you get 2 musical instruments, and you still have an artisan tool. So yeah, just let me know what you want, and I'll make stuff for you.
I don't know what artisan tools are available to me.
Okay, so I was trying to wait for Zach to get here for this part, but there's one last thing you guys need to do.
I mean, he's here. He's just not speaking.
Yeah, I'm here.
There he is.
Are you in game?
No, not yet. I'm actually downloading the program,
Okay.
but that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so if everybody on the bottom right can click on library for me real quick,
Okay.
and then you go to modules.
Bottom left.
Yeah, library's bottom right.
Bottom
modules
right.
Is, yeah, library's bottom right. Modules is bottom left.
Okay.
There's a couple of these you guys need to load. Don't load them all. It makes your computer run all weird and makes the updates take forever.
Basic rules.
No, grab the player handbook.
Is it the player's guide or?
I see D&D Sword Coast Adventures Guide, Player's Guide. Oh no, scroll down, Chris. It's on the right-hand side. It says D&D Player's Handbook.
Oh, okay.
Yep, you guys
It's
are gonna
loaded.
yeah, you guys are gonna want that. You're gonna want
Volos. Or do
Yeah.
we need it?
no, you will need it for any racial things you guys are gonna want to look up.
So. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
Whoa.
the other one. So the ones you guys are really gonna want is you're gonna make sure you have D&D Player's Handbook and Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
So
Okay.
you said don't load all of them.
No, you
Do
can't.
not load all
You
of
can if you want. It just bogs things down because it downloads like all that stuff to your computer.
Yeah, my thing's running like garbage now.
Once it finishes loading, that'll get better.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking about? All right.
Fucking
Okay, that
hope
makes way
so.
more sense.
But Xanathar's in the player's handbook are where all the spells are. So, like, particularly for anyone who's a spellcaster, you're going to want to have those so you can actually look up spells and see what they do and stuff.
I have a rough choice of artisan tool. Because I can whittle, like in real life, I can whittle, I paint minis, and I've dabbled in leatherworking. So I don't know whether to pick the leatherworker's tools, the painter's supplies, or the woodcarver's tools.
You just got to ask yourself what Grok would do. If you want to trade your musical instrument for a second artisan tool, I'll let you do that.
So I get a second instrument and an artisan tool?
Yes, but I'll let you trade your other...
Oh, dog. We're going painting supplies, drums, and bagpipes.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Fuck with me.
Nobody will, don't worry. I can say confidently as the DM of this campaign, no one's fucking with you.
Yeah.
Alright, Zach, you ready for your 2-second rundown?
Sure.
Alright, to open your character sheet, you double-click on your portrait. The first...
Oh, yeah. No, I've already got all that. I'm loading in the modules at the moment.
Oh, cool, never mind.
Zach knows what the fuck's up. I'm pretty sure we could just play and he'll ask questions as they come up.
Awesome. So, Zach, the only thing I didn't do for you is prep your spells. You get...
That's cool.
your cantrips are in there, but your actual spell selection, since they change every day, I didn't want to just guess what you wanted.
Yeah, I'll figure shit out.
Right on. Okay, so with that, your skeleton friend, Cobalt, suddenly wakes up because it's about that time. Like, you guys can hear some of the other guards and stuff in the distance kind of scurrying around. You guys hear some noise off in the distance. You would have gathered by now that to just outside of this out of this broken prison to the east is actually like an encampment that all these people live in.
It seems as though my fantasy grounds is taking a shit.
Same.
It's the second book that we uploaded or unloaded.
Got it.
It's going to take a while.
It's working now.
So with that, you guys are allowed to move out. So go ahead and move your people anywhere on that left pillar and back. You guys can line up wherever you want.
Okay. I would like...
So are we fighting in this little center area here?
Yes, yeah. Once you guys leave the prison cell, they lock the door again. So you guys are basically going to be locked into this center area.
I'm assuming I'm supposed to be seeing a map at the moment.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a map.
Yeah, sorry, I have to reshare it. I forgot you weren't logged in when I did it.
Ah, fair enough.
And it'll take a couple seconds to load. It's a decent sized
I'll
map.
move him out.
And this is the last map that'll look like this, the double grid thing. Since I actually bought the program, I can stop the grid from being on the raw image, so it won't look so stupid. Snap the grid turned on, though, it'll just kind of figure it out. I don't really care about the grid, like, meticulously, just be close-ish.
We're good.
Alright, so you guys all get in position. The guards up on the top lean over, have all their crossbows trained on you, so you guys don't just try to rush yourself out. And... the challengers enter. You guys see 5 guards, all wearing a crest.
I didn't mean to do that.
It's okay. You guys see 5 guards enter, all dressed with the same crest, kind of on the shirt they wear over their armor. All of them come out and take a defensive position.
Fuck with me.
A couple seconds later, one of the guards kind of yells down, "Are you ready?" And one of the guards in the back holds up a thumbs up, and then they pull the crossbows back, and you guys know that's the sign that it's time to fight. And with that, Cobalt, you're up.
Oh, wait, we don't have to roll for initiative?
The game does it.
Oh,
So
okay.
in the combat tracker, it actually shows you the whole order of combat that's going to take place in.
Combat tracker for Zach is in the upper right-hand corner, and it is the 2 crossed swords.
That is useful. Why am I first?
You rolled a great initiative.
I really would have hoped that I was first, but, you know, I'm 4th, so. I rolled an 11 for initiative? God damn.
Yeah, that's actually, it's worse than that, because you get to add your dex, so you probably rolled like an 8.
God
Where
damn!
do I see? I don't see that on mine.
Do you have the combat tracker open?
Yep.
So it's the thing that says order.
Oh, okay, got you. All right.
That's what you rolled for initiative.
Jeez, I'm terrible.
Could
Now,
have rolled
if
an
I-
8.
If I go and move my my token, is it going to show where my token started at the start of the round?
No, it doesn't.
No.
It's kind
So I
of free move.
basically. Okay, so 1, 2,
It just
3.
It's fine.
4, 5. That's about as far as I can go.
You get 6 squares.
I get 5 squares because I'm an undead kobold. I take
Oh,
my movement speed
you
from my
do.
kobold race.
Let me actually fix your speed. Poor little
Oh,
guy.
I see. Where's speed?
Poor little guy.
Oh, I see it. So what? So you knew that you had 6 squares. How do you know that?
It's your speed divided by 5
Oh,
Where's your speed at?
on your main tab.
on main tab, next to AC and initiative in the middle.
Oh, okay.
All right, and I'm going to assume because I wasn't here for the start of all this, that we're basically fighting in an arena style fight.
Correct.
Yeah, we're in
X.
prison. We fight stuff, so people can bet on us.
Fair enough. I am going to go ahead and use Toll the Dead on the guard in the middle.
All right. So to do that, just drag the save number onto the guard, either on the and you guys can do it on the map or the combat tracker, whichever is easier for you.
Yeah, might need to explain how to do that to me.
Okay. So on your character sheet, go down to actions, to tabs on the
Right.
right hand side. Let me switch you to combat. And
Is
open
it that?
It's the picture of the die with the plus number next to it. You grab
So,
and drag that onto
yeah.
the guard.
For his is a little bit different since it's a save. I should have moved your stuff around. So under Toll the Dead, you see where it says save, and there's like a little dice icon next to it.
Right. I
Yeah.
do see that.
Yep. So click in on that little dice icon, and then drag it. It'll like pull a dice up for you, and just drag it and drop it on top of whoever you want to do it on.
Right. That's what I'm doing, but it's not going off.
There it goes.
Yeah, I just grabbed it for you this time.
Oh.
So yeah, you do your incantation. A loud bell noise all of a sudden rings out, and the guard is completely caught off guard by it. Can you roll damage? You drop the blood droplet on him.
Oh, I dropped a blood droplet
Yeah,
on him.
yeah. It's the save for the roll, and it's the blood droplet for the damage.
Gotcha. I don't gotcha.
So I got you.
So which character? You're in your character sheet, right?
Right. I have my main up. I see my
So down in the bottom right hand corner, there's a tab that says actions.
Right, I've got that clicked. I see my cantrips. I see what looks like a magnifying glass, and then I see I wasn't clicking the magnifying glass. I see it.
Okay, so I went ahead and roll damage to kind of keep things moving. So he grabs his ears as the noise rings out, and like a little bit of blood drips down under his jaw. He does not look like he enjoyed that at all. Do you want to do anything else?
No, I think that's about it.
Hafta says you can control click to select your target in the combat tracker, and then just click the dice.
Also a thing. That will be really helpful when things get a little more chaotic later with bigger fights. So
Yeah.
this guy, like, since you did that to him, he comes rushing toward you, just super angry that this creepy little skeleton kobold did that to him. He
Now, how do we tell? Is there a way to tell which guard? Is it the yellow dot?
If you hover over them, it'll tell you what guard number they are.
Okay, but we're all green, and he's got a yellow.
So
dot.
that's how
Alright.
much damage he has. It correlates
okay.
to, like, green is healthy, yellow is not so good, red's real close to dead.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, he runs forward and pulls out the spear and just jabs it toward you, Cobalt. That does land a clean hit.
Ouch.
So he,
I got you, dude.
Yeah, so all of a sudden you take 5 points of damage. The spear just mashes into your chest, and it does manage to nick a bone. And you were hoping to kind of get between the ribs, and unfortunately you didn't get that lucky.
Ouch.
And this guard is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Also barely get in range, but not be able to flank. But he misses. Yeah, he goes to stab, and you kind of raise your arms up, and he goes right under your ribcage, like where your stomach would be if you weren't a skeleton, and just completely catches air.
Woo!
He looks so confused. Grok, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
and punch the shit out of guard 16.
So if you go on the backside of him, you can have advantage.
So that was what? 1, 2, 3. So I can go here?
You want to go here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we'll go there.
Yeah, so just real quick, that's flanking. It has to be a melee and on each direct side of him.
Okay.
So
I'm
and
gonna-
to get advantage, all you do is click that ADV button before you roll your attack.
Where's the ADD button?
Under the chat.
EDV
Right.
in the bottom. Yep.
Yeah, right to the modifier.
Wait, where?
Bottom left.
Bottom.
So I got... Okay, so I click ADV and then do my roll.
Yep. And then drop your dice
And
however
he
you
is
want to do it.
Guard 16.
Yeah, you pull back.
Oh!
Wow.
You think about all the squats you just did. You kind of lean into this one a little bit. You just unload.
Power comes from the legs, you know.
Yeah, and this is a good punch. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, you just square up and just bash him right into the ribs. You see him go as though air just escapes his body. Because you're a monk, you can make a bonus action attack. Oh, it's another unarmed
So
strike.
do it again?
Yes, and with advantage still.
I already love this fucking character.
Yeah, and now this time you kind of pivot on the plant foot. You swing around with your leg, and you clock him right on the chin. Sweet chin music. Bret Michaels. The guy just goes "Kunk," and falls over unconscious.
Yeah! Can I fucking do anything right now?
You
Now that
can
I've hit?
you can move with any movement speed you have left, but you've consumed pretty much all of your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move... So I moved what, 4 spaces?
Yeah, we'll say that.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, and stop there.
Okay.
And just stare down that other fucking card.
All right, with that, Norman, you're up. So Norman, as a rogue, you get a couple bonuses. With the bonus action, you can actually hide on your turn. Or you can just attack twice with your daggers if you get melee. You do not have a lot of movement speed, though. You're a little bitty guy.
Yeah, I got 6 paces. That's
You
it.
should...
My speed's 30.
I know you're right. You're the fastest little guy ever.
I can't make it to anyone though.
No, but you do have a short bow.
I do have a short bow.
Oh, I've got a beer.
Does diagonal count as a move?
Yes, but it's just one square.
So I will go there, and I will fire my short bow in between Gronk and Cobalt.
Nice. Go and roll your attack. Let's see if you hit.
Is that the +5?
Yeah, it's the plus whatever number.
Okay.
So make sure you drop it on the guy next time, but that's a hit.
I'll drop on the guy.
Oh, no, that's fine. It's a hit. You don't want you to roll and miss this time, but drop the damage on him. And because you have an ally in melee with him, you can use your sneak attack too. So drop your damage for your weapon and your damage for your sneak attack.
So drop 2 short bow damages?
No, drop 1 short bow damage.
Huh?
Go ahead and do that now.
Damn.
Never mind, you killed him. So what you would have done had he not just immediately died is underneath all that, you see where it says sneak attack and there's another blood drop there? You might have to hit the magnifying glass so it actually drops out for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is your sneak attack. If you have an ally within 5 feet or you have advantage for any reason, if either of those are true, you get to do that damage 1 time per turn.
Okay, I'd like to look at Cobalt and wink at him.
So Cobalt, you kind of look over as this little bitty goblin kind of scurried out from behind this pillar, and you're a little pissed that you're like basically the same size. You might be a little bit bigger even, yet this guy is just so much faster than you, and he gives you this little awkward wink.
Just give him a glare.
Can I slap Kobold on the ass?
Yeah, I'll let you free action.
Good game.
All right, so this guy.
I give him a glare as well.
And it's creepy because since he's undead, he can control each of his little like orb eyes individually, so they just split in one.
Yeah.
But there's no eyebrows, which by the way are critical for showing facial emotion. So it's just eye movement.
Grok puke. Just
So-
finds that really gross.
This guard's not stoked. Things are going a little bit weird. So he's gonna go 5, 10.
Considering there were 5 of them and now 2 of them are dead, yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, so he's gonna take his spear and actually chuck it at you, Grok.
Motherfucker.
And it's a miss. Like, you hear it coming, and all your monkness, you turn around and just swat it out of the air. And you just give him the look. He just dives. I mean, literally dives back behind this pillar to try to get some distance.
Oh, no. That motherfucker's dead. So as soon as I can get to him, he's fucking dead.
Malka, you're up.
What's the range on my bow? Is that 12 spaces?
So far.
Okay.
Let me double check real quick, but you have a longbow, right?
So far.
Short bow damage is extreme.
Your longbow is 150 feet at normal and 600 feet at disadvantage. But it's also not working. There you go. I fixed it too. Actually, we'll roll correctly now. Oh, real quick side note. Since it's our first range attack, I don't care about ammo. I don't keep track of it. If you guys really, really want to, go for it. But otherwise, I'm assuming you guys just find ammo and stuff.
Is this vanilla WoW?
Right.
Then I don't care about ammo.
I agree.
Okay. How many actions do I get?
You get 1.
So, like, I can move or I can attack.
No, so moving is separate. So you at every turn you guys get to move. You get your full movement. You can break it up however you want. You get 1 action and 1 bonus action if you have a reason to have one.
Okay. Well, here's what I want to try to do. Tell me if I can or can't.
Yes, sir.
Going to move long ways here. Kind of press my back up against this wall. And then I want to take aim with my longbow and fire at guard 3.
Don't take this away from me, man.
Absolutely. You can take a shot at him.
Oh,
Oh,
right,
boy.
not that.
Okay.
This one. Okay, rolling on guard.
Yeah, that is a 18 to hit, so that definitely hits.
Okay. And I do this much damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, the damage wasn't good, but the arrow does find purchase. You pull back, and unfortunately, you kind of catch him as he's moving kind of awkwardly, so he does get out of the way a little bit, and you hit him right in that weird spot in the shoulder where people get shot in movies and nothing bad ever seems to happen. So, like, it hit him,
That
but,
makes
like,
sense.
strangely, he's just fine. Like, full range of motion. It's weird.
Okay, well, can I immediately after use stealth as a bonus action?
No, stealth
is that not?
Stealth is a full action.
Okay.
I
Well,
think
Not for
Yeah.
a rogue?
not
No,
for a rogue later, yeah. But, yeah, I think for now
for
that's all you
ranger.
actually can do.
Okay.
So this guard...
Card 1.
Seeing things not go well. He's kind of the leader of the group. He's the one who threw the thumbs up in the beginning, so he's going to charge forward thinking, like, he's going to single-handedly turn this whole thing around.
Motherfucker. Fuck you.
And he's not. Like, he goes to stab you, and you just, like, it's like an anime thing. You just move your head. Like, it's not even whole body movements. You're just, like, perfectly subtly moving. And he's looking a little panicked. This guy's
He's a little freaked out.
This
Fuck
guy's
you,
seeing
bitch.
things go not so good. He's not quite scared enough he's not going to fight yet, but he's starting to get pretty close, you think.
Break
he's
his
gonna-
ribs with a punch.
He's going to take a stab at Cobalt. And as he goes to stab you,
man.
he pushes really hard, thinking he's going to find purchase somewhere, and he doesn't. And the spear goes all the way through your just empty void of a body, and his wrist catches funny on your rib, and he actually drops the spear through you. So he's unarmed
Nice.
in front of you now.
Oh, dude.
Zan, you're up.
So I'm gonna move. I can't see these squares like all that well.
It's fine. For the sake of this, let's just say you can get to the bottom guard 4 guy if you want. You can go right next to Cobalt.
There you go.
All right. So I want to take a whack at this guy with this this great sword I got.
Absolutely.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, you're playing a... That's right. I was like, why do you have a great sword? Oh, right.
Guard 4. Drop it.
Like,
Yep.
it's hot. Good
So
God.
you pull the great sword out. It's been a while though, and you should have been doing push-ups instead of squats, because like you pull it out and you swing it, and like everyone sees the path just get lower and lower and lower until it's just on the ground. And you just like
Fail.
scrape the ground and spark up right in front of him.
Hey, man.
Catch that spark with your pipe.
Go ahead.
Right.
At least it wasn't a 1.
Go ahead and roll a intimidation check for me.
Oh my goodness. Oh, did that go?
No, I didn't.
There it is.
There it is.
So he definitely looks like he lost the will to fight. He actually kind of thinks you might have been showing off, like you might have not needed to hit him. He's not 100% sold, but he thinks maybe that was intentional. Because there's no way you would do that on accident.
Right.
And Cobalt, you're back up.
My turn. Alright, first thing first, I'm going to heal myself with a bonus action, a healing word. But I don't know how to do that since I don't have the spell built into the thing and I can't find where to add it.
Okay, I will throw it on your character real quick. Oh, and while I'm doing this real fast, this really only applies to a couple of you. But,
Sure. Thank you.
Another stupid rule that I just don't like in D&D that
No,
I
that's
usually ignore is you can usually only cast one slotted spell per round, and I think it's stupid. So instead, you guys can cast as many spells as you want, but only one of them can be above 2nd level.
So the Matt Mercer rule.
Yes, I literally stole it from him in the first season of Critical Role.
Yep, it works out well. Alright, and then with my action, I am...
Wait, why did you get a bonus action?
Because
So-
I have a spell for a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
And then you have a Warhammer in here, which is a 1d8 plus 2. I had intended to go with a War Axe, which is a 1d6 plus 2.
Totally your call. You can actually wield it, so you could use it if you want to use it. Like, you have all the proficiencies and stuff to use it, but I can switch it out if you want.
It was just what I was wanting to go with for flavor stuff.
I think the closest I can get to that for you is a war... nothing.
There should be a war axe in there, or a basic axe also, I believe.
Oh, a hand axe, yeah.
Hand axe, that's the word. That's the word I was looking for.
And you have a hand axe now.
Excellent. With 0 ammo for my hand axe.
So
Yeah.
So you
Hand
do,
axe at him.
you do your incantation, and instead of like, and you guys have seen a couple of entering parties, and you guys have even fought against people that had healers, and you guys are used to kind of this generally bright kind of aura about healing spells. When he casts it, it has this kind of darker hint to it. It's not like necrotic aura or anything like that, but it definitely doesn't come from a place of the living. So all of a sudden, like a couple of the brittle bones that had cracked a little bit just kind of heal up and solidify again, like you drink a lot of milk. And then you see him reach down and grab this hand axe and whip out wildly. The guy, though, is so freaked out by this that he just starts, like, cowering down, and Cobalt didn't anticipate him just totally bitching out like that, so he misses swinging over the top of his head.
Nice.
Owned.
Grok, you're up. And as far as you know, that guy that threw the things around the corner, but you do know that if you leave melee with other people, they get to take swipes at you.
Yep. Guard 1 is getting shit thrown at him.
Getting whipped.
That's a miss.
Yep. I can't move because he's gonna fucking hit me.
Right,
Both of them are, right?
Yes, both of them would hit you if you move. You can still bonus action. You don't have to hit to do your bonus action attack.
Okay, I'm gonna do the bonus action then. Swing for guard 1 again. My God.
So you start punching, and it's like they're just so terrified that like a little part of you almost feels bad, and you kind of feel like maybe you should.
Grok feels no mercy.
You're
This
right.
time he does.
I'm totally kidding. You hurt your leg so
punching.
bad with that drum thing earlier, dude. It hurts so much.
Nah, he's swinging with his eyes closed. He's like, I'm that good of a monk.
Norman, you're up.
Grok's had 4 shots of whiskey. He's swinging a little wild.
A little wide.
Swinging like he's been in a hood fight or 1 or 2
So
times.
if you're gonna hit guard 4, you have advantage. If you're gonna hit guard 1, you do not.
Advantage.
Well, Norman's plan was to actually hit one of them and then hit the other one with the bonus action.
I'm gonna fucking choke Norman.
Yes, Norman, you can do that.
Okay.
Oh man. I need to come up with the voice for my character. Thank you for reminding me.
All right, you're welcome.
Yeah, Norman, you reach into your belt and you grab a dagger and you ram it into the back of this guy, and you know you hit a critical spot. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, I didn't do my advantage, right?
Okay, go ahead and roll. Just roll one more attack just to see if you crit, but you hit regardless.
Okay. Did I roll on him or the chat?
Him again. Okay, you hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. Nice. Now go ahead and roll sneak attack as well, because you have all the conditions you need to do sneak attack.
Jesus.
And if you want, you can do Fury of the Small. It's just one more point of damage. And with that, the little goblin runs up behind him and just stabs him. And it's a full-on, like, upward stab. The dude is so much taller than this little goblin. But you manage to pierce right into his lung and clip the side of his heart. And he just starts going limp against your dagger. And your whole arm, like, slings out of the ground. But this isn't your first time. You've gutted plenty of humans. So you know to kind of, like, whip your arm out as it happens. And it actually cleans your dagger perfectly. This is your moment. This is what you do.
Swag.
You still have a bonus action.
Sorry, ignore that from me. I'm
You're good.
trying to figure out the system.
No.
So, Norman, you had all the swag, and you try to, like, what you try to pull off is just spinning around in a circle and cutting them. You damn near cut Grok instead. And you completely missed the guard.
Oh shit! Sorry, Gronk.
You got some hair off your chest.
This guard is literally running to the door and just beating on it. Just, let me out! Let me out! This isn't what you said it was!
Can Grok literally point past the guard that's in front of him and at the one running, like just fucking point at him?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Malka, you're up. You have line of sight on both of them from where you're at.
Don't take this away from me, Matt.
His computer may have died.
Yep. Sounds like it. Yep.
Death
Matt's
of the
computer.
internet.
Matt's computer died, and Zuko just got into something he wasn't supposed to get into. So.
He's actually just asleep on the floor now.
Alright. Okay. So he's going to, just because you said don't take it away from him, he's going to shoot at guard 1 around you. And hit. So, Grok, kind of over your shoulder, this arrow comes flying over your shoulder and whips right past you and just sinks into the upper chest of the guard in front of you.
Oh, good, I got a straight shot for the other guy.
This guard, in full panic, just turns and runs. I need Grok and Norman to make attacks.
What are we doing?
Attack guard 1. He's leaving your guys' melee range, so you guys both get opportunity attacks.
Who do you want to go first?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, never mind.
Alright, he missed. You're up.
Guard 1?
You can do it.
Apparently not.
No, like, that weird goblin voice comes out, and you're like, what the fuck? I told you not to talk when I'm trying to punch people.
Do not talk while I'm trying to punch things.
I'm sorry.
He just runs over and just joins his buddy and just beating against the door. And that's their leader. Like, all hell's broken loose at this point. Zan, you're up.
I'm back, bitches.
You attack guard 1 and cause him to go into a full panic.
Guard 1. Can I, like, throw a javelin at him?
Yes, you can.
Hold a minute. Are the guards still on top of the post?
Yeah, they supervised all this. They're not going to intervene, though.
Where are they at? How many guards?
Here, I can temporarily add them to the map.
500 guards later.
So the bees are the guards. Like,
Can you reshare the map?
Yeah.
Thank you, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, so they're up there, and basically, like, if you guys win, they will, again, pull the crossbows out and, like, tell you guys to take your gear off and get back to the cell.
Okay. Never mind.
So can I chuck a javelin at one of these bandits, these guards up top?
Yeah, absolutely. You could try to start some stuff.
That's what I was gonna suggest.
Do we want to do that? Do we
Start
want
some
help?
shit.
Let's do it.
Start some shit. Start
Wait,
some
Bro.
I'm away from the group.
So you'll have to move up a little bit because those platforms they're on are about 20 feet tall, and the range for a javelin is only 20 feet. So you would need to use your movement to move like here-ish if you're gonna throw a javelin at him.
That good?
Yeah, that's fine.
So we're gonna like this bandit 14 G's.
Yeah, so I use random numbers so that way you guys will never actually know how many there are. You have to roll to attack first to see if you hit.
Oh, which
It's the one to the left of the one you did.
yeah. No.
So the one that says +5, drop that on him first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll keep the damage because you do hit. So, Zan, you pull out a javelin, and all the bandits are like, "Oh, he's about to throw a javelin at the guards." This is, "Oh, fuck!" As it just comes flying right at him. He was so engrossed by everything, he totally wasn't ready for it. You hit him square in the neck, and he grabs, and he's barely holding on for life right now.
Nice.
Bandit 2 sees this and is like, "Oh no!" And so he's gonna unload a crossbow bolt at. Let's see. Yeah, he can hit you. So he's going to unload a crossbow bolt at you, Zan. And he's gonna miss. The bolt comes flying in and just ricochets off your armor. You have no fucks to give about that. Cobalt,
Nice.
you're up.
Excellent. Good.
If you finish the other guard, I will move over and attack Bandit 2.
Too little, too late for that.
I really fucking hate your voice. I want you to
Yeah.
know that.
He fails the save, so go ahead and roll damage on him. And if that's 14, you can roll your big damage. Yep. Yeah. So
He's already taken damage.
the bell rings out. You see him take his hands off his throat, and blood kind of squirts out. And he puts his hands on his ears, and before his hands even get all the way to the top of his head, you guys just see him collapse lifeless.
Oh shit.
Down.
Fuck that guy.
Anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
All right. This bandit is the one who kind of raises and lowers your guys' lock. He is going to make this.
Hey, wait. I
want you
all to stop.
So the bandit that actually holds the chain, like supposed to, like if he lets go, it should in a perfect world it'll just slide back down and lock the gate again. He actually starts to lose it for a second in concentration as he tries to grab his crossbow, but he does manage to grab his crossbow out and not drop the chain all the way.
Oh snap.
But you guys probably gather pretty quickly, at least those of you guys with like high perception, that it's not going to be super easy for him to hold that chain. And if it were to, then he seems to be a little nervous about it just falling on its own. And he takes a shot at you, Cobalt, and it just goes wide and kind of ricochets off the ground. Grok, you're up.
Okay, so how tall are these walls?
20 feet.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go here. And I'm gonna punch the shit out of guard 3. Come here, bitch. Oh my god.
So you go to punch, and you just smash into the door they're hitting on.
Nice.
But you do roll a perception check for me.
Is that under skills?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good enough. You realize that, like, between them beating on it, the age, the lack of care in this situation, the door feels a little soft.
Punch door. Punch door.
Alright, so just make an attack into the shack.
Oh, okay. Actions.
You kick you reel back, and you just bury your foot into this door. Go and roll damage. Nice. The door is, like, legitimately cracked. It needs, like, another hit or two, but it's not going to stand up to this kind of torture much longer.
Can I, like, grab guard 3 by his shoulders and be like, "Punch door."
Yes. Go ahead and make an intimidation check for me.
Ability. No, wait, skills, right? Yeah.
Look, you go to say punch door, but it really comes out, "Rrrr!" And he just is like, why is he so, like, you're drooling again? It's full of Cheeto dust.
That would work, wouldn't it? Wouldn't just a grunt from an orc work?
It almost did. Norman, you're up.
Show me the way.
You know the way.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Nice. You do not get sneak attack damage here because you don't have advantage and there's no ally.
Yeah.
But yeah, you pull your short bow back and you kind of aim it and let an arrow go and it just drills them. Yeah, it's not looking good. Let's see if he catches the chain. He does manage to not let go of the chain that holds the bar.
God damn.
Is there anything else you want to do?
Can I stealth?
You could try to stealth from some of the bandits, but the ones that can clearly see you, you can't really stealth from them. But go ahead and roll a stealth roll, and you can see if some of the other ones don't see you.
I'm trying to find. I apologize.
It's in your skills. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys too. If you guys have something you use all the time, you can drag it down to those numbers at the very, very bottom of the screen, and use them from there. Okay. So yeah, you attempt to hide as best you can, kind of in the shadows and breaking line of sight with the pillars. This bandit is going to use part of his action. She just starts screaming out, "Hey! Hey, we got a problem! Hey, get your asses over here!"
Crap.
And he is going to take a shot at you, Malka, and that hits hard.
Ouch.
You take 5 points of damage as this crossbow bolt just sinks into your back. This guard is actually going to just keep trying to beat the shit out of the door. And he does a pretty good job. Yeah, the door is starting to look weaker and weaker. Malka, you're up. You have a fresh crossbow bolt in your back.
You're not.
Sorry about that. Okay, I think I got this. Can I use survival to do anything about this wound?
Now, you can do a medicine. So healing yourself isn't really a thing in 5e unless you have an actual thing that does it. Between fights, you can do some medicine checks and stuff, but in combat, you're pretty much at the mercy of having a healer.
Okay. So then I'm going to pull the arrow out with pulling the feathered end through me. So grab at the head. Or no, actually I'm going to break it off at the head and pull the shaft back out the way it came in.
Okay, anything else you want to do?
Yeah. Let me... Is guard 1 within sight?
Is guard 1 within what?
Within my line of sight.
No, he's a little tucked behind the pillar.
Okay, so I'm
If you take 2 steps to the right, you can see him.
gonna kind of slither. I'm gonna kind of slither this way. No. Let's go right here.
All right.
And at this point I'm pissed. So I take aim at guard 1 and fire with my longbow.
Go for it.
Fucking.
You sure that's who you want to?
Take it.
No, you're right. These other guys trying to fuck us up. I'm pissed, so
Guards are trying to
I
get
am
out.
gonna turn around. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and snipe at the bandit that shot me. That was 7, right?
Correct, sir.
Okay. Get something.
Yeah, so
Fuck.
you're gonna pull back, and right as you get kind of the very last part of the pull, like all of a sudden that shoulder injury just kind of catches a little bit, and the arrow kind of whips out wild.
Oof.
This guard is also gonna try to just hit the door. Also does a pretty good job. And with that, the last part of the door burst open, and the guard just takes off. It's tight. It's not an easy fit, but he does manage to squeeze through. Grok, you could take a swing at him as he goes.
Let's just see here really quick. Let me find out what I can do. Yep, it's gonna go there.
Yeah, so he goes to swing, but unfortunately at the tight space, you have a hard time really punching through, plus the other guard's kind of in the way. So he manages to just kind of start working his way down the hallway. Zan, you're up.
Where should I go? I guess I should just get up here by this door.
That's what I would assume. We've committed to fighting our way out at this point, so.
Yeah.
I don't know why I ever thought you'd do anything else. I had like 3 scenarios for how else this could go, and I was like, I guess I really need them.
Can I take a swing at guard 3?
Absolutely.
Hello?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this greatsword's so damn heavy. It wasn't this heavy last time. They're not even sure this is your sword anymore. Like, you go to like pick it up, you're like, God, no.
Ones, man.
Dang, killing me.
Let's see. This bandit is at this point.
Greatsword's betraying me.
Seeing that the door is now broken, this bandit just disappears behind the ledge.
Not like that. Croc, not like that.
Cobalt, what would you do, buddy?
Have we done any damage to any of these other 2 bandits?
Yes,
The one,
bandit 1 is wounded. Actually, both of them are wounded.
Bandit
Both of them are wounded, yeah. They've got orange orbs.
Ah, right. All I saw was heavy and wasn't sure if that was
Oh yeah, that's
That
wounded.
was-
Heavy means like real hurt.
Gotcha. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and hit Bandit 7.
He fails. Go and put damage on him. Yep, and he goes to grab his ears, and as he does, he kind of loses his balance from kind of the equilibrium loss he gets, and he just falls off the wall altogether. Anything else you want to do?
Rip might.
Did their stuff look like it was pretty decent stuff, or does it look like it's kind of shobbled together as well?
So their gear is pretty standard gear, and they actually let you guys keep your original gear, so the gear is not really an improvement over what you already have. And this place is pretty run down, so like all the like equipment that just kind of hangs out is pretty crap.
Fair enough. In that case, I will 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and get there.
All right.
And that's it.
This bandit, having seen everything go on, let's see what he's gonna do. Yeah, he drops that chain, and sure enough, the metal bar does miss the top of the pipe and actually falls to the ground, so that door is no longer in any shape, way, or form lockable until someone actually drags that entire thing back up and resets it. And he too is just going to disappear and bolt for his way down. Croc, you're up.
I just punched the guard in front of me. He's in the way. Guard 3? Yeah, guard 3.
Were you stretching? You just hit him, trying to just hit him in the face.
That's
There it
better.
is. There it is.
Apparently, you're a drunken monk.
Alright, you can do your bonus action attack too if you want. Oh, it's so close. So yeah, you punch him super hard, and he kind of staggers, and unfortunately, you're just not able to land that second blow. Norman, you're up.
I'm just trying to get him to move at this point.
If you don't attack, you can use your action to double your movement speed.
It's literally XCOM.
Oh, and no, you can't. Never mind. You're good.
So I can move.
Yeah, if you don't use your action to attack, you can double your movement speed.
Am I at advantage right here?
You can't attack. You use your action to move.
But it's not extra action.
No, it's not extra.
That
action.
counts. Okay.
Yeah, you have an action. And
Okay.
You use your action to dash, basically.
Okay.
Guard 3 is just going to leave. He doesn't want any part of this. Grok, Norman, and Zan all get to take an attack at him. And honestly, for the sake of brevity, we'll say one of you had to have killed him.
I want to know that I killed him.
All right,
I rolled a 13
roll the
plus
damage.
5.
Roll the damage. Let's see if you get it. Yes, he goes to leave, and you just monk poke him right in the back, and all of a sudden, you just pierce the perfect part of his spine. He goes and just falls down dead. Hey, what do you you were like, oh, I'm just punching too hard, and you just two-finger jab him in the back of the neck.
Why does this sound like something straight out of fucking Baki?
Right?
I haven't watched that yet. It sounds really good.
It's good.
It's exactly what you just did with a bunch of other big muscly dudes.
Malka, you're up. I haven't watched it yet either, but now I'm actually super excited to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, game's over, guys. I gotta watch Baki now.
Gonna slither in behind and take aim and fire at this fucking guard.
Swear to God, you hit me.
Pissed. No, I'm proficient with the longbow. We Gucci.
Yeah, but there's a 1 on that.
That's
die.
something you guys can let me know too. I usually don't do really harsh critical fails. If you guys want them, we totally can.
I think they're funny, but
yeah. So the corridor is really, really small. It's actually like a 3-foot wide corridor, so you're just having a hard time threading the needle there.
Apparently a bad archer.
Nah, dude, I want to hit him with the Leonidas running javelin throw. Dang it, he got away.
Yeah, he uses all of his action to just run.
and I quote, "I'm proficient in the longbow."
Yeah, that did happen.
Supposed to be.
Someone should clip that. Zan, you're up.
All right, what's the deal here? Are we just gonna bounce?
I think
Either
the
that
plan
or
is to get out because
do we want to bounce or do we want to go explore these corridors that are up these 20-foot walls?
Because where'd you say our stuff was?
You guys
Or
actually
we
have your
us.
stuff on.
Oh,
When you guys
okay.
aren't in the arena fighting, they make you take your stuff off so you're just not armed in your cell all the time.
Gotcha. So yeah, I guess we're done here.
Okay, yeah, we can take our leave, gentlemen.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna swap the map out.
Go. I'm just gonna put a really hard S on the front of everything, and that's gonna be my character voice.
please don't.
Listen to that sincere fuck, not that.
Please don't. I already have to deal
Okay,
with fucking.
so- All right, so before I drop this map, before I show anything on the map, so you guys kind of burst out of the thing, and you guys see sunlight, real sunlight for the first time in forever. Zan, you hate
burns.
it. Every party was oh, son, my mortal enemy.
My eyes.
Can Grok hug him?
Hug him?
Get the sun. Hug the sun away.
Oh yeah, 100%. Grok, you put your just big, burly, muscly, dumb orc body in front of him. He just hangs out in your shadow.
No, I want to hold him and pick him up. And, hold on to him like a child and protect him from the sun.
Zan,
There you
Because
go.
I want my.
I'm down with that.
You
That
wanna do
action
it? All right.
is a fucking shoulder check.
So luckily you are a little strong. Zan's actually a good chunk stronger than you are. So
Really?
yeah, Zan's actually the buffest of all of you. Monks are dex based, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
so Zan's actually swole for a little kobold.
He's dense.
So you just got this muscle monkey in your arms.
Yeah, so it's Matt carrying you. It's not that weird, but it's not the way you would have pictured.
Should I roll athletics to see if it goes any better?
If you want to like make it look real smooth, it'd be an athletics check. But you are strong enough just to make it work. Oh yeah, never mind.
Hey
Like,
man.
You're like,
Hey, man.
it's like
You're like,
carrying.
get up here.
It's like carrying the dime across the threshold. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Give me that 20.
Zan, you're not. You know, you're not necessarily attracted to orcs, but I mean, maybe in a different,
Yeah.
in a different
He
life.
offered, so he offered. So I'm like, all right, that's cool.
So you guys burst out of here, and you guys notice that about 50 feet to the like directly in front of you is
Still got fog of war.
It's gonna take me a second to actually get rid of this one because it's kind of a weird one. You guys see basically just that. It's kind of where the stone ends is where like the kind of the original city area that's kind of in ruins, and there's really not much left of the city.
Are we on the top or the bottom?
You guys actually aren't on this map yet. You guys get to make a decision on if you even want to mess with this, or you just want to take off and run for your freedom.
Kind of want to be free boys.
Yeah, I kind of want to get out. Kind of
yeah.
want to take my muscle monkey away.
Yeah, you guys not being outside of Grok unintelligent, you guys would gather pretty quickly that like this is where you believe that they live, because they don't live in the prison with you guys. There's always guards, but you know, they're not going to stay in a rundown old prison. So you imagine this is actually their main camp. And the noise is starting to pick up in there. Like, you guys, luckily, they expected a lot of noise and fighting from the arena fight. But you do know that there is a scrying orb that actually sits above there, and that's how they actually watch the fights. So you know they had to have known something went horribly wrong there. So do you guys want to mess with this, or you guys just want to take off for the hills and try to get free?
I'm all for bailing.
I want my freedom back. I just got out of the ocean. I wanted to see the land. This isn't how I imagined it going.
All right, so at this point, is anyone
Yeah,
not
I don't want to die.
All right, so unless someone says otherwise, the whole group, and Zane, you don't really get a choice because Rock has you like fireman carried over his shoulder.
That's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
So you guys just take off. What direction do you guys want to go? Your options at this point really are north, south, west.
I say, because south has blood on the ground. Or what I assume is blood on the ground.
Yeah. One person make an intelligence check for me.
Not me.
With advantage.
Hang on.
Who's got the highest intelligence?
I got 10.
I'll do it.
Alright. Give yourself advantage.
And
Yeah, my intelligence is 13.
All right, nice. So Cole, you especially being a cleric kind of are good at spotting blood and things like that. You gather pretty quickly that's probably where they drug the bodies of people who didn't make it out of there. Maybe to heal them, maybe just to dispose of the body, but it looks kind of like a drag trail.
yeah, let's not follow the blood trail. Nothing leads down that way.
Wouldn't... I don't know. I'll let it play out before I ask my question.
No, what's up?
It's just, like, from what I can see of this map, it looks like we would have come from west, so why would we go west?
So you can kind of circle around the prison. So you guys came out on the east side of the prison. So like you guys, I'm assuming you guys could just like run up and around the prison.
I want to make a perception check to the west. See what I can see.
Okay.
I want to pet
Nice.
Zan's head.
So you make a perception check. Will you make a survival check for it with it?
Ooh, that's a +4 as well.
Touch my head.
I'm doing it
Okay,
right now.
not bad.
See, here it comes.
So you kind of, being the ranger that you are, you immediately kind of try to find the highest ground you can, and you try to take in your surroundings. And it is at that point that you kind of get some kind of idea of where you are. You are to the east is the ocean. To the west is the major part of the continent, kind of the Midwest of it. And also where the heaviest monster race population is. And to the north would be a major city you guys have all probably heard of, actually, called the Maritime Trade Guild, which most of you would know as like the only normal like humanoid city in the entire world that has laws protecting monster races that visit there.
Oh, so we're in like liberal California of this D&D world.
Yeah.
Yeah, like But like basically, you guys are like in Phoenix, where like everything's shitty and like there are horrible people just stealing people for no fucking reason all the time. But like if you guys get a little north, it's probably fine.
Okay. Then yeah, I want to share this information with the team just so everybody's aware of like the layout.
So do it.
Yeah, so he shares what I just shared, unless there's something he wants to not share.
Yeah, no, that's everything Ray just said. You all have in-game knowledge of.
It sounds like we should start running.
Just book it.
Okay, so this is gonna suck a little bit, but this is a giant ass map. We'll never fight on this map. It's actually like a part of the world map.
It's the overworld.
So I will say that, like, a little bit of player knowledge here. Like, you guys don't explicitly know all the details here, but this is kind of the general idea of what you know. A little bit to the east, you don't know the details, but there's definitely ocean over there. North is the Maritime Guild. West, in that little hilly area, is like the monster-dominated region where there are actually like orc villages and stuff like that, like tribal land. And like honestly, this is that hilled area is where most of you would have been captured from. And actually, Matt, you know what? Because you are you and your backstory was what it was, I'll actually give you this too.
Was it in chat?
No, I'm gonna show more of the map. So when it comes to like big maps like this, just because it's so much to manage, you guys will always kind of see your collective knowledge, and I trust you guys to play up the character knowledge the best you can. So that weird ruin area is kind of where you guys are at. Each one of those hexes is 2 days worth of travel.
Okay.
So Wild Coast is a really, really small town. Matt, you were actually like kind of, not necessarily from there, but you were from that general area when you were captured. And you had heard stories. Wild Coast is a miserable shithole. It's kind of like the black market offshoot of the Maritime Trade Guild.
Oh.
So it's people that like aren't quite on the up and up enough to live in the Maritime Trade Guild proper. So like they kind of left and created a little offshoot town. In fact, being as intelligent as you guys are, you know there's a good chance that whoever is actually coordinating this little dirt arena black market trade fight kind of thing, there's a decent chance they're from Wild Coast. The majority of the rest of you guys probably would have been from the hilly area.
So, I'm here to explore the lands or around the sea. But if we need to take care of these fuckheads that put us into that fighting arena, we could do that.
Grok no like slave trader, but Grok also want live.
What's the worst that can happen? You die?
That would
could have died in there.
Grok's ready to die, and then I pet Zan's head some more.
Alright, so you guys know that like the longer you kind of delay the decision, the more forces are likely to try to start catching up with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's GTFO.
And I know this is kind of a big area, but there are places if you guys just want to like run and try to find a place to hide for a while, you guys could also do that.
Grok no like hide.
let's just go to the west where there's a larger monster population, try and blend in for a bit and figure out what it is we're gonna do.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Get the time
Sound like a
recoup.
plan.
I like that.
Alright, so
let's
you
do
guys
it.
just take off to the west. You guys kind of bolt around the prison. One of the bandits that kind of dipped out down the stairs sees you guys and makes the decision to just not even fucking care. Like, he does not make enough money to deal with this. Like, no way. Like, you guys see him kind of like open the door and then just close the door and then just pretend like he never saw you.
It's
You
like,
guys-
nope.
You guys travel for, it's about midday when all this happens. You guys travel for the rest of the day. Luckily with your ranger and everything else, you guys are, and this area is, like, they keep it fairly civilized and cleaned up, so there's not a lot of roaming monsters in this area. So you guys are able to travel the next half of the day without any event. You guys find your way to kind of a decent camp spot. I need one person to make a survival check with advantage to determine how safe your camp spot is.
Matt.
How do I get to that menu? Because everything's not on screen.
Oh, you can actually close the map now. I can just reshare it if we need it again. the giant one.
So the X at the top right.
Yeah. And generally speaking, if you can't get to that, if you right-click on almost anything, there'll be an axe at the top that just closes whatever window you clicked on.
Okay. And what kind of check am I making?
Survival with advantage.
Got it. So advantage. Survival. There we go. Did it not show up?
No,
It did.
I didn't
No,
see
that,
it.
that was that's his old one. Go ahead and roll again.
Yeah.
That was the old one.
I rolled a 13. Why didn't it come up?
Well, did you roll? Did it
Roll
roll
it in
2
chat.
die? Roll it in the chat. Make sure you click advantage again.
Okay. Well, it's still clicked.
Okay.
Do this. That's the wrong one.
You can also just double click on those little squares, like on the number, and it'll just automatically
There we
do it
go.
for you.
There we
Yeah.
go.
So you this is your thing. So you kind of survey the land around you. You find this little kind of thicket, and you guys kind of dive in there, and it's like some wild boars that kind of dug through this area. So it's not something pleasant or anyone else would really go into. You're able to kind of get through the boar tunnels a little bit and find this really nice area to camp out in. You being a ranger know that it's abandoned. There's almost no chance an animal's going to come run in here. So you guys feel like you have a really nice place to hang out for the night.
Okay. So I found what looks to be an abandoned camp. I think if we want to hole up there and get some rest in before we start off on a new day, that's where we can go to figure things out. And we have a tactical advantage if we stay.
I can get some work on this glass pipe.
I can get some work on that ass.
Whoa.
I knew it. There was no way it wasn't going to happen.
Hey,
How
so
do you intimidate here.
Jake, I need you to look at chat. 'Cause my character, I look at Jake, and I say,
All right, chat, for all of you guys.
Can he speak orc?
Malka has...
yes, I can.
Malka looks at Grok and says, "That ass." So you guys all of a sudden hear Malka switch to orc. None of you speak it but Grok. Grok, do you reply?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna reply. Hold on.
Night, Casey After. Thanks for watching.
Fade to black.
I don't know how to spell this word.
So, Malka, only you understand it, but you do notice that, like, the inflection and everything is perfect. This is not the Grok you've been used to speaking to. So you guys kind of have this back and forth exchange as you guys kind of set camp up. So I'm going to teach you guys one last thing because this is going to come up a couple times. Click on the eye with a bunch of little dudes next to it in the very, very top right corner. It's called the party sheet.
Uh-huh.
So this is where your inventory, like when you guys win fights and you guys get like loot and stuff, it'll be in the inventory tab under parcels. And the other thing I need you guys to do is the order tab is where you guys like actually set your marching order.
Do you speak Kobold too?
Draconic, yeah. Speak like 5 languages.
Yeah,
Good
you like
God.
made this person to be like the language master. He's a well-traveled snake man.
Yeah.
So we're actually probably gonna wrap it up right here, but next time, so we can think about like what your marching order is gonna be when you guys travel. The only thing I ask is like don't get crazy, like don't make a bunch of like really crazy, overly tactical flying V type formations and shit. Like,
Why?
Because you have to change it every 14. Yeah, every time I make a new map, you're like, well, this is only 2 wide, so we need to go to formation Alpha 3.
And they're like, whoa, hold on.
Like, I promise it's never going to be that serious.
Maybe.
Making it
You
that
never know.
serious.
But in any event, you guys find rest for the night. You guys, next time we start up, we'll start up with the camp, and you guys can kind of talk through what you're going to do. You're about a half a day's travel away from the prison. You feel like for the most part you guys have shaken your captures. One benefit of having a ranger is they're virtually impossible to track.
Night half dust.
So yeah,
That's cool.
good job, guys. Thank you. Hope you had a good time.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
thanks,
fine.
Ray.
Do I have to save anything? Or...
No, this is all saved on my computer. Really, the only thing that saves locally is the modules, and they'll automatically be there forever now.
Sweet.
Hey, Ray, will you do me a favor? Open my character sheet.
Uh-huh.
Go to notes.
Ooh, excuse me.
That's good. We'll leave that up there for a second so the 3 people watching Twitch can see and admire the greatness here. So I don't know if you guys want to or not, but real quick, since we didn't really have a chance to talk earlier, I did make a game notes tab in Discord. You guys can type whatever the hell you want there, and there is a notes thing inside of here that you can use if you want to.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, the only neat thing about the notes thing in here is you can, they make those little shields, so you can actually drag them to things and actually like attach stuff to it.
That's cool.
Beyond that, great job. And we will
How do
pick
I
this up
exit?
Wednesday. Right click on any open area and there'll be an exit program at the top.
Okay.
Yeah, Alt F4 does not work.
I was like, I didn't want to hit Alt F4 because in fear of breaking something.
I tried, and I was like, oh, that doesn't work.
Let me know when you end the stream.
Yep. People watching stream, thank you so much. We do this every Wednesday from 9 to 11 Central. Catch you guys next week.